Voting Theory Class 8 Video 1. In this video we're going to do another example of the pushover tactical voting. This time our example is going to be with the 2-round runoff voting system. But again, I'm going to use the pushover method of tactical voting. So here's some voting profile. Okay, there are 4 alternatives in the running. And the question is simply, show that there is a way for A to win through tactical voting. Okay, and it's really important when you're answering these types of questions that you make sure that what you're doing is actually tactical voting, right? I mean, if I was somehow like omnipotent and I could control everything, then I could just move everyone else's votes to A, right? I could add like +7, +6, +2. I could move everyone to A, but that isn't tactical voting. That's just telling other people to vote for A. Tactical voting, remember, is when someone votes insincerely with the hopes of changing the election results to something which they prefer more. So, for example, you can't just move these 7 people over here, because unless that changes the outcome of the result to something which they prefer more, that's not tactical voting. Okay, well, let's just see what the election result would be if everyone voted sincerely. So it's clear that A has 10, B has 7, C has 6, and D has 2. So in the 2-round runoff voting system, we would eliminate C and D because they got the least. So we would do this. And then now, how many votes does A have? A has 10 plus 2, which is 12. And B has 7 plus 6, which is 13. So the social ranking is B beats A, and then C and D are on equal footing because they both got eliminated in the first round. Okay, so now I want to do some sort of tactical voting so that A wins. That's what the question was asking me to do. Okay, and I can't just take these votes from B and move them over because these 7 people are happy. They can't be happier at the moment because B is the actual winner. So they're not going to be willing to change their votes at all. Okay, I'm going to try and do the pushover method. So the idea behind this is if everyone votes sincerely, then A and B go up against each other in the final round and B beats A. So maybe it would be more beneficial for A if B didn't make it to the final round, if something happened to B which stopped B from getting to the final round. So one way I can do that is I can artificially support either C or D. Okay, so there's a bit of a choice. Who do I support? Well, C has 6 votes and D has 2. So D would require a lot of support to make it through the first round. So maybe it's not worth considering supporting D. But C has 6, which is quite a lot of votes, and they would only need a tiny bit of extra support to make it through the first round. So let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to take maybe 2 votes from here and put them over there. Okay. Well, now who gets eliminated? A has 8 votes, B has 7, C has 8, and D has 2. So now we eliminate B and D. Okay, which is good. Like, this is a good start because previously when everyone was voting sincerely, B was the actual winner overall. And now I've managed to eliminate B in the first round. Okay, so if we do that, let's see what happens in the second round. So A is going to have 8 plus 7 plus 2. Which is 17. And C is going to just have 8. So the new social ranking would be A beats C beats B and D are on equal pegging. Okay. In this case, in this case, C is the pushover. Okay, C is the alternative which we artificially supported. We gave them a bit of support so that they would make it to the final round, and in the final round, A beat C easily. So C is the pushover. This is everything worked out just fine, right? A is the winner now. So this was a good bit of tactical voting, which resulted in A being the winner. So that's the end of this example, and that's the end of this video.